Good morning, everyone. It's Victoria with Nutrition by Victoria, and it's almost 7 o'clock. I am already on my bike, waking up, and today I'm going to take you through everything I eat in a day. I've been sticking to mostly high carb, raw vegan, and I'm feeling really great. So I'll show you what that includes. Okay, so I just finished up a really nice, gentle, strong yoga practice with Boho Beautiful. I've been doing a lot of their videos for a while now. I do about one a day. Sometimes I skip a day, but they're really good. They're short, like 10 to 30 minutes max are the videos. So I'll put a link for that in the description box. I also did a meditation and stretched out my neck and shoulders. And yeah, so now I am ready for breakfast and I'm going to make a Datorade. So overnight I soaked about a pound of medjool dates. I pitted them, soaked them in hot water, and then I refrigerate them. And I'm going to add them to my blender now. Okay, and so there's the dates, and then I'm going to top this with water. I'm going to fill it all the way to the 1.5 liter mark, probably a little bit more. I like my Datorade to be very hydrating. And I've been doing smoothies in the morning, something really water rich. It's really helping to flush things out of my system. And I want to talk about that really quickly as to why I decided to start eating primarily high carb raw vegan. Again, I've done this in the past and I really like it. And then, I start eating other high carb foods, which are perfectly fine too. But something that I've noticed, maybe it's because I'm getting older, I'm 32, going to be 33 in June, that the more raw I eat, the better my body feels, the better my joints feel when I'm stretching and when I'm exercising, the better my brain works, the more energy I have in general. And a lot of that comes down to gut health. So some of the foods that we eat, particularly meat, dairy, eggs, but even some processed vegan foods like flours and bread and white rice and foods that don't have fiber in them, they can get stuck in our GI tract. This is something that it doesn't get talked about a lot, but recently I've been having some gut issues, and I attribute it to eating low fiber processed grains. I just recently went through about a 2-week stint of where I've been eliminating some really sticky waste out of my system, even though I've been eating predominantly raw vegan. And this is stuff that gets stuck in the GI tract because we have 32 feet of intestines going on in there, that because it doesn't have fiber, it gets stuck in the colon. And we have to eat salads and eat fruit in order to push this stuff out. Foods that don't have this sticky tendency where, a fruit, if you soak it in water, it creates a syrup. It doesn't create a paste. And that's what we're talking about here. What I'm talking about here is foods that leave behind a residue after you cook them, and then you put them in your body and they're being cooked in there. What does your food leave behind? So this is a concept that I was first introduced to through the mucus diet healing system that was written by Professor Arnold Ehret. I have talked about his system in the past. Now, I don't agree with everything that he has included in the system, particularly the fasting, but I do think that he has a lot of validity in talking about these foods that we consume that don't come out of our body. So I used to eat animal products when I was younger, and I transitioned luckily to a vegan diet when I was very young, in my early 20s, and then from there I've been vegan since. But I've noticed that as I've eaten certain foods and learned and done all this diet experimenting that certain foods eliminate really well and certain foods do not. So I encourage you to do your own experimenting, and if you're having trouble losing weight or having energy or having digestive issues, to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet and see what happens. So I'm ready to eat, so I'm gonna get this smoothie going. Okay, my Gatorade is done. I'm going to enjoy this and then head out for the day. Probably go to the gym, just do some easy biking. I'm due for tanning today. I'm only going twice a week, and that seems to be very beneficial for my skin. And I have some other errands to do, but I'll show you next what I have for lunch. There's actually a really great video that Dr. Greger did with nutritionfacts.org talking about what happens when people eat 20 plus servings of fruit a day and vegetables. They had the largest recorded bowel movements. These people lost weight without having to count their calories. So a lot of benefits to eating a large amount of fruits and vegetables. I'll put a link for that video in the description. All right, it's time for lunch. I was at the gym, did just some easy spinning. So I've done 80 minutes of easy spinning on the bike today, and I stretched and went tanning, did some errands. Now I'm gonna have some organic raspberries and a 3-pound bag of oranges for lunch. Yum. 3 pounds of oranges, donezo. Okay, now I'm gonna have some of these Deglet Nord dates for a snack. This is actually a pretty big bowl. Yummy. Okay, so that was dinner. I ended up eating 16 wraps total, filled with lots of vegetable and raisin goodness, and now I am going to have a little snack of this pineapple juice that I've been getting from Aldi. It's so good. I already poured myself a glass. And that'll be it for today's video. It's already 8 o'clock. I've been busy all day and I feel good. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment or question down below. Let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see from me, and stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.